not even going to wait. I'm just going to go ahead and get this going because you know
better
why?
change that score. Change the score.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to change the score. Hold on. We're already live, but I'm going to change the score. That was my prediction score.
Hey, you weren't too far off, though.
No. Read that score to me.
40-25.
I was pretty close. Well, not the Kansas score, but 40-25. There, boom. Oh, wow. There we go.
It still says 45-38.
What? I changed it.
You need to fix that. Fix that shit, bruh.
And we're live, and I'm doing this crap. What am I doing? Okay. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Ballin' Out Plus March Madness National Championship segment show. Oh, such a turn of events.
Let's go.
Such a turn of events. I'm so happy right now.
Holy smokes, man. Obviously, you know, we're both huge Tar Heel fans. I know you're a bigger Hoosier fan.
Yep.
But you have some roots that take you all the way back to the Tar Heels.
That's right.
But listen, starting out down 7-0, looking like they just couldn't get anything going. I mean, looked erratic, looked scared.
And you know why? And you know why?
Discombobulated.
It's a manic Monday.
That's what it is. Manic Monday.
It's just another manic Monday.
Yeah. It was funny because I was watching the game. I was watching with my boy, and Brady missed those first two, and honestly, he took that elbow from McCormick. Well, the first one to the forehead, and the way he just looked, I was like,
he's done.
I hope they don't look at him any closer because oh boy, oh boy,
oh no.
So and then he obviously threw up those 2 3-pointers, and I mean both of them missed pretty bad.
Cash it.
And then he came back and hit that one, and I was like, okay, he saw one go through, and he steps up again off that pick and pop, and boom, buries one.
I'm kicking myself so bad right now for not doing the 2.5 on the threes.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't go back and look at it. What a shoulda.
So, why don't you just run us down some stats here, Braden? I know that that's your forte. Give me what we got, and let's talk about it and see what we think.
Yeah. So, obviously, North Carolina, they came into the 70-1 odds at the beginning of the season to win the national title. And right now, they were -4 to start the game, and now
Carolina was +4.
Or I'm sorry, +4.
Yeah, +4.
And now they're up 15. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, looking really good. Now, don't get me wrong, something like this, if they don't come out with the same intensity and the same fire and getting those rebounds, I think a lot of what Kansas is doing is they're struggling just, holding on to the basketball.
Yeah.
They can't, the turnovers are killing them.
Yeah.
And I don't see, oh, there it is. So as of right now, the scoring leaders, Baycott with 12 points, 10 rebounds. So he's already got a double-double for the first half, and also leads, with 1 assist. Is it Achi? Is that how they pronounce it? Achi?
Kansas? Abaji is his last name.
Ochi.
I think it's Ochi Abachi. Yeah.
Ochi Abachi, like the grill.
Yeah.
8. So he's leading Kansas 8 points. Braun 7 rebounds, and Braun with also another assist. So
I think the biggest thing that I've noticed, everybody talked about how Kansas is holding teams to under 65 points a game, just playing stellar defense. And I mean, you look at how North Carolina is playing on the defensive side of the ball. You mentioned it in turnovers, 6 turnovers in the first half for Kansas, 5 for North Carolina. But rebounds is the big thing. Now, listen, Armando Baycott is a presence down low. But you can just tell the way he's moving on his feet, and he has no explosion to try and dunk the ball. There's that ankle's definitely bothering him. But for North Carolina to be leading the rebounds 27-18, is amazing. And then you have turnovers and the points off of turnovers. I just they're being efficient with the basketball. Neither team's shooting great. I think it's 36% for North Carolina and 30% for Kansas.
Yep.
So I mean, I think the biggest telling factor is North Carolina's size and length, and how it's disrupting Kansas, and they're able to take the ball off the glass and turn it into points.
Absolutely. And I mean, so what do you think? I mean, I know we're rooting for Carolina here, but what do you think Kansas is going to need to do to get this game turned around?
I think that you saw it there, kind of coming out of that under 4 timeout. And you heard the announcers kind of talk about it a little bit. And that is honestly, get to the charity stripe. Yeah. Take the ball, force it inside, try and make something happen at the basket. I feel like they're rushing into some of their shots. Now, you can't get it trapped down there too much because, I mean, how many blocks does North Carolina have? 3. So 3 and 3. I just feel like every time the ball gets right under the basket, there's 3 or 4 Carolina blue jerseys that are surrounding it, swatting at the ball, trying to knock it away. So they're going to have to run some isolation, run some high lows, and work that ball in and try and draw some fouls, get Carolina in foul trouble. Yep. You saw Braun went to the bench with 3 fouls in the first half. I know McCormick's got 2 early.
Yep.
Manick and Love also have 2.
Lightfoot has 3.
Lightfoot has 3. Sorry, you're correct. Yes. And so, yeah, I just, I think that it's been North Carolina's ability to put Kansas on their heels a little bit. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to have to start also maybe pressing a little bit. That was the other thing that, the announcers did mention. And Baylor had a lot of success with doing a little bit of press. So maybe trying to press the guards coming up the floor, disrupt the flow of the offense a little bit, trying to create turnovers and then score in transition. I mean, I think those are the big areas of focus for Kansas. And Carolina just has to continue to take care of the basketball, not force anything. Make sure that the offense does run through Baycott, whether it's, just a give and go or get it down there, let him get double teamed, and then he can kick it out to, RJ Davis, Manick, Caleb Love. I mean, they've got shooters on the perimeter. So,
yeah. I mean, RJ Davis is even having, a pretty good game all around. I mean, 6 rebounds, 11 points. Yeah. He's shooting, perfect 5 for 5 out of the free throw.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I completely agree. I think, we talked about it in the preview podcast that we did, and how RJ Davis has been just an absolute stud on the offensive side of the ball. Since the ACC tournament and even a little bit before that. So,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I said, I love the position that we're in. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, you can't take your foot off the gas. 10 points in college basketball nowadays can evaporate in a matter of 2-3 minutes.
Easy.
You go dry. So,
yep. And I think, a big thing I think Kansas that they really did well is they just put pressure on the, off the ball. So even, obviously, you pressure the ball, but they were pressuring off the ball, and it was tough for North Carolina to get in a rhythm because they were just being, contested off the ball, and they could not run a play. And then for some reason, I think either Kansas just had a hype at the beginning, but they lost it. Like they weren't pressuring. They weren't. I mean, they fell apart, which I'm happy. I'm not mad about it.
Right.
But
heard that.
Yeah. So, I mean, watching this game, in my eyes, I don't know why they keep throwing it down to McCormick when that's not what got them there.
Yeah.
But, Abachi, just let him ISO. Like, just give him the ball, let him ISO. And until they stop him, keep going.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that, he's the one that's been kind of the fire right now. And I mean, Wilson's not doing too bad, but I mean, all around Kansas is struggling just a little. I mean, it's not going to take much to get back into this game. They need some really good possessions right out of the half, and then they need some key stops,
Yep.
but they need to capitalize on those stops. They can't get a turnover and then dribbling down the court and then just doing like these weird throw up off the
Right.
backboard. Like their shots were not good shots taken.
Yeah. I agree. And the other thing too, I mean, going back to the getting, maybe getting Carolina in foul trouble, is, I mean, you can already tell, I mean, Carolina's running 6 players, 5 starters, and then Puff Johnson coming off the bench, where, Kansas has got 9, 5 starters and then 4 off the bench players that have logged minutes. Now, that's not saying that Carolina doesn't have more bench players available, but obviously, Hubie knows what he wants to run. He knows what product he wants to put out on the floor. So Kansas has got to do a good job of disrupting that.
Yep.
So, I'm excited for the second half. Carolina has to maintain this intensity, this level of intensity. And then, just keep hitting shots, keep pressuring the ball down low. And then Kansas the same way, try and find some sort of offensive rhythm, whether that is going through Abaji, or whoever that person that answers the bell might be. But
yep.
Definitely look forward. It's going to be an exciting second half. I know we'll be talking about it a ton. Carolina gets the ball after half, so they'll get first possession. So I'm really hoping that they come out and have a real good play design for that first possession, and they're able to drop a bucket in, and show Kansas, hey, we still got this starting the second half. So
that's right. You got to come out firing and come out and make a good, just a good play, not a quick shot. If Kansas gets in this game because of stupid shots, I mean, I see it. I mean, if you watch IU basketball, you see it constantly.
Yeah.
Second half, they come out and just throw the ball up and not even focus on what got you there in the second half or in the first half to carry it over. So, but yeah, I mean, go Heels, baby.
Go Heels, baby.
Yep. So
we do this Carolina for you guys. Blue.
We do this for you guys.
Hashtag for the
fans. So I think I don't know how much longer until half gets kicked off again, but I mean, anything else that you've seen through the game that
how about you? How about Hubert Davis's energy level?
Oh,
holy smokes!
That first interview that they did after the first long break, he was just fired up.
Right, loved it. Absolutely loved it. I will be anxious to see Bill Selfs. They always talk to the coach that's down at half after the half. I will be interested to see kind of his post halftime interview.
Yep.
Because I mean, you heard Tracy reporting. I mean, he was on the sidelines pleading to McCormick to find himself, to, make something happen.
Yeah.
And he needs that. I mean,
get in the ball game.
Yeah.
Be the difference maker.
Absolutely.
Get involved.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the passing, watching Kansas pass down low, they overthrew McCormick.
How many times?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I do feel like there's been a lot of no calls watching this game. Like they're letting them be physical.
Yeah, I thought that too until that under 4 timeout came out. And then it was 2 quick Carolina fouls. And I'm like, all right, listen, obviously, where my heart's pulling, but I'm like, refs, don't start getting tight-lipped around that whistle and start, blowing every ticky-tacky thing. So
the one thing I saw was when RJ was driving the basket and he was already on his plant foot going up, and then the defender came in underneath him, and it's like commentators were saying that was a great play, and I'm like, he was already going up in the air, and then they just rolled right in front of him.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought, in my opinion, that should always be a defensive foul.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I mean, you got to let the guy land. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He's already making his way up.
Yeah.
You can't just, get one shoulder in and then start falling. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be, again, I hope that, like you said, they're letting them play right now. I do agree with that. There were a couple of tic-tac ones. Again, the two that came after that under 4. I honestly think that the 3-point foul on RJ Davis, the second one from McCormick, was a little questionable. I didn't see, obviously, the contact on the right hand, but it didn't really look like RJ's hand when he shot. It moved too much, like he got contacted. So
it was
again,
more after. It was more after the shot,
and he had released it. So on his follow through, which I know that's a continuation, but again, that's one of those where it was like, man, that was a little touchy, and I'll take it. He sank all 3 free throws. So
but what
give
would
it
be
to me?
But what would be the difference, Brad, if he shot a 3 and the ball he was already out and they were blocking him out and he gets
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, it's the same thing, right?
That's fair. Yeah,
just a different type of foul.
Yeah. So it'll be listen. It's going to be a great second half. Carolina needs to match the intensity with the first half. Match the intensity of Hubert Davis. I mean, Christ Almighty, you come out and you have that kind of intensity.
Yep.
Kansas better be running scared.
Mm-hmm.
So
did you see Roy Williams is in the house?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Good for him.
I saw a couple snapshots of him in there.
Yeah, I love too that I knew this, but I didn't think about it going into this game. But both Bill Self was Roy Williams' predecessor in Kansas, and now Hubert Davis is Roy Williams' predecessor in North Carolina. So that's a pretty cool. I mean, you've got one coach, 2 historic programs. You've got the coaches that took over right when he was done, that are leading these 2 teams to play for the national title game. I just think that's a really cool story.
Yep. One fun fact that I heard during the preview show was that when North Carolina win, they would be the first team to lose 4 games by 20 points or more and win the national championship. And it's weird.
That is insane.
I mean, you had Kentucky 98-69, Miami 85-57, Wake Forest of all teams 98-76, and then of course the first matchup against Duke 87-67.
Yeah.
So first time in history,
Hey, history's meant to be rewritten, my friend.
Yep.
And let's hope it happens tonight.
Yep. So
when are you back on with the score zone? Let's give that one to the fans.
I'll probably do it tomorrow since we're doing this one tonight.
Tomorrow night?
Yep. Beautiful. Tomorrow night we'll be back to the score zone. I'm actually going to this will be, and if you're cool with it, I'm going to upload this one to be our first YouTube video, just to start getting that rolling. So
let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, I really don't have anything else to go over. Yeah, I think all the notes I had, we pretty much covered.
Beautiful.
So,
yeah, just so everybody knows, we, obviously Braden jumps on here, does a score zone every single night, gives you a recap of everything that happened in the wide world of sports, sports news, sports scores.
Giggity.
Everything.
Everything.
But, this is a special week. We obviously have the big game tonight, and we have some magic happening come Thursday. So I don't know. Maybe there will be a little special midweek score zone with B-Rad talking and previewing the Masters.
Ooh, B-Rad or B-Rad in?
B-Rad and B-Rad in.
Ooh.
So, well, as always, bud, we appreciate everything that all these viewers are doing for us. If you guys have any comments, questions, please drop them in the comments. Give us a like, give us a follow, everything.
Yep. And like Brad said, thank you so much. If you guys want to follow us, we're on Twitter and Instagram, and will be our first video on YouTube at Ballin' Out Plus. So get on there and add us, follow us. We'll follow you back. Make sure you hit the notification button so every time we do post, our Ballin' Out Squad bet, that you guys don't miss that. Because Brad, do you know what record we are right now with that? I mean, I know it's only been a week, but
how many is that? That's 5.
Yeah,
that's 5. That's
yep.
5, and that's the number of losses.
I can't.
We are
do this
5-0, folks.
I can't do this on the camera.
5-0. 5-0.
So
NBA's back tomorrow. There will definitely be a play coming out tomorrow night, or a play for tomorrow night. I'll get it out early. Again, drop us a comment if you tail. Best of luck as always.
Yep. And if you guys have any questions for us, feel free to email us at info@ballingoutplus.com. And again, at the end of the month, early May, we'll probably have our website open. We are working on merch as well right now, so we still got some things in the kinks for that. So soon you'll be seeing some sweet hats, which I don't have. I have my hat. That's kind of my go-to. Brad just gets a Bic and that's his go-to. So, but it looks like the second half is underway. So you guys enjoy the second half, and I'll see you guys later. Catch you on the flip. Catch you on the flippity flip.
Peace.